What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to create this beautiful Merry Christmas poster inside Affinity design. Now I have all the files below the description, so make sure you download and follow along. I've already made another video for this same design inside Photoshop, so if you are a Photoshop designer, you can check that one out. I'm going to leave the link below the description. Now before we get started, I want to say that you guys have been so amazing for supporting this channel. Now we want to achieve 2,000 subscribers. Okay, we want to hit 2k subscribers, so I want you guys to help me hit that. If you are new and you are watching, please subscribe and become part of the community. Let us hit 2k before the end of this year. And if you find the video helpful too, go ahead and like it, share it for a friend to also benefit. Now with all being said, let's get started. So the first thing we will do is to create our canvas. So I'll come to File, select New, and I'm just going to use this preset. Okay, so I have the document unit as pixels, DPI is 300, then the width is 720 and the height is 865. So check these settings. You don't want to touch anything here, just hit create document. Now once you set your canvas, we are inside the Pixel Studio. Alright, so I'll go ahead and open my folder, then I'm going to click and drag this inside my canvas. Okay, so let me just expand it to fit the whole canvas like that. Alright, so I'll come inside my folder again, click and drag this element. Okay, so it's quite big, so I need to zoom out and just use the handle to resize it. Okay, yeah, so now let me resize it like that and put it somewhere here. Okay, all right, so yeah, now anytime you are doing it, make sure that you are inside the vector view mode. For the pixel, it makes the thing blur, as you can see, so make sure you check the vector view mode. All right, so now what we want to do is to duplicate it, so just hold Alt or Option key to duplicate it like that. Now right click, select transform, then select flip horizontal. There you go. Alright, so we just push it at the corner like that. We are just creating our background. Okay, so now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to create a new layer. Okay, so let's hit here to create a new layer. Now we can have our brush, so let's select our brush too. Okay, now the settings here, make sure that the hardness, okay, the hardness is 0, and just change your foreground color to white. All right, so yeah, that's white, and we're just going to make a dab at the center of our work. Okay, just like that. Now we want to reduce the opacity. Click and drag it to the left to reduce the opacity like that, so somewhere 60 is okay. Now let's expand it. Okay, something like this, I think it's okay. Now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to create something like a calendar. All right, so we have a calendar at the background, then we put our character on it, then we put the date. So that is basically what we want to do. So now I'll just go ahead and grab my pen tool. You can hit P to select the pen tool. Now change the fill to none and just have a normal stroke, and make the size of the stroke 0.2. Okay, so 0.2, that's okay. Now I'll just click one part, hold shift so that you can get a straight line, then click the other end. All right, so you can hold, you can click escape to cut it. Now do the same for the horizontal. Sorry, we didn't. Okay, now that's good. So make a click, then hold shift to make a click at the end, like that. So yeah, we are good. Now we want to duplicate it, so select one, hit Ctrl J to duplicate it. Now you can use your arrow key to shift it to the right, like that. Now let's hit Ctrl J again and duplicate it, and also use our arrow key, that is the left arrow key, to shift it to the other side. Okay, so we are just trying to have the same size. I think this is okay. Now let's do same for the horizontal. Okay, so select it, hit Ctrl J, then use the top arrow key to also push it to the top, like that. All right, hit Ctrl J or Command J again to duplicate the same line and bring it to the bottom. Okay, so you use your down arrow key to do that. All right, so now what we want to do is to select all the lines layers. So hold shift and click the last one. Now you can just hit Ctrl J to group it. So let's call it line. All right, so line. Good. Now what I want to do is to give it a max, like that. Then we can select our brush to press B. Okay, B for brush. Now we have to paint black on a max to hide some parts. Okay, so we set black. Now we can reduce the size of our brush a little bit. Okay, so this one is okay. Now we can just paint like that to reduce it. All right, so this is okay. Good. Now let's turn the opacity to, let's say 50%. Yeah, 50% is okay. Now, so this is like the boxes here are representing the calendar. You see that we have calendars that, you see, most of the time we have calendars in boxes. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. All right, so that's basically what we are trying to do here. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is to bring in this stars. Okay, so click and drag this here, like that. Now we are just going to change the blending mode to screen. Okay, and it will just give us this effect. Now this is how the screen blending mode works. It hides everything that is black or dark and reveals everything that is lighter or brighter. Okay, so yeah, now we are done with the background. So what we can do is to organize our layer, we will select all of them, then we will just group it, Ctrl G to group it, then let's call it background. Okay, so background, I think that is the correct spellings. Yeah, so we can even lock it, right? Yes. So now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to bring in our character. Okay, so click and drag it to any of the windows here, and it's going to create a separate window. All right, now first of all I want us to crop it. Okay, so select the crop tool and just crop it this way. Okay, so this one is okay, hit enter, you are good. All right, so now we want to cut it out. So what we will do is that you select our object selection tool. Okay, and we will give it some time for the AI to identify our character so that we can easily select it. All right, yeah, there we go. So now we have our character. We can just select it like that. You just make a click and it is going to select it. All right, yeah, good. So we just have to check if everything is okay with the selection. Okay, so zoom in and check if everything is okay. I think everything is okay, so we can hit the max to cut it for us like that. That's awesome. So now hit Ctrl or Command D to deselect. You can now right click, okay, then select cut to cut it, then come inside your where you are creating and just hit Ctrl V to paste it like that. All right, good. So now we want to expand it, so let's zoom out and expand it a little bit. Okay, something like this. We are expanding it like that. Good. So Control 0 to make it fit the screen like that. So yeah, there we have our character. So what we want to do is we want to select the max. Okay, so select the max. Now before that, let's rasterize it. Okay, so let's rasterize it and give it a max. Okay, now with our, make sure you are on the max layer. Okay, then with your brush tool you are painting black, okay, to just fade some parts. So these are, we are just going to put the text there. All right, so yes, now let's bring this one to the top a little bit. Now this is non-destructive. Okay, this is non-destructive. I guess we need to make some cleanups here. Select the max, your brush tool, just be painting. Okay, good. All right, we are good to go now. Yeah, so what I want to do is I just want to create some text holder. That's how I call it. I create some environment that will help project the text. All right, so what I will do is that I will come to pixels and I will select new fill layer, okay, so that I can use my fill tool. You see that it has already been selected, so I will just click and drag it. Now we don't see anything because we have to make some settings here, right? So I'll just go ahead, click this one. Now you can see that everything is transparent here. So what I will do is that I'll select one part here and make sure that I turn the opacity to 100 like that. All right, so here I can change the color. So I think I'm going to go for this color. All right, so let me check if I can get the hex code. So this is the hex code. All right, so check that. Good. So we have this color. Now I'll click reverse because I want this one to be at the bottom like that. And so I only have one color here. I don't have the other color. Here is no color, is transparent. All right, so I'm just going to bring this one down a little bit like that and bring this one here, something like that. All right, and I'm just going to reduce the opacity like that. All right, so I think this one is cool. Yeah, so here we can now put our text. All right, so yeah, let me try some blending mode and see. Let me go to multiply. I think that's good. So multiply is okay. All right, so yes, let me go back to the fill tool and make some adjustments. Bring this one to the top a little bit. Okay, so I think this one is okay. Something like this. All right, so yeah, good. So now we can add our text. Okay, so what I would do is that I'll hit T. Okay, so T, select the artistic text too and just start writing. So you just click, then you type. So you're going to write Christmas. Okay, it's black, so we will change the color to white. All right, good. Oops, yeah, let's select the text before we change the color. Okay, all right, good. So here we can just expand it a little bit like that. Sorry, yes. So we have this one like that. We put it at the center like that. Now let's change the font. Okay, so I have a font called Timberland. Okay, so we select Timberland, and Timberland, it comes with this style. You see that it has the T stretched over the S. If you like it, you can keep it, but for me, I don't like it, so I just have to change it. All right, so I'll just come to my typography studio. Now if you don't have it, you can click this and make sure you activate the typography studio. All right, so I'll come here like that, and you see that we have these huge panels here. Now what I want to do is to come down here, and you see that we have FI. So I'll just uncheck that, and I'll have my normal text very clean like that. All right, so let's get back to our pixel and continue with what we are doing. So now I want to bring this one to the bottom like that. All right, so what I want to do is I will hold the Alt and duplicate the text, okay, like that, and double click to edit it. So type Merry, okay, because it is Merry Christmas, right? And I'm going to change the text of this one, no, the font rather. Okay, I'm going to change the font to Bradley Hand. All right, I'm going to put all the fonts, the link to the font so that you can download it. All right, so I'm just going to place it somewhere here. All right, oops, let me zoom in so that you see what we are doing. So let me just reduce the size a little bit like that and position it somewhere here. All right, good. Yeah, so now I want to create something. Let me bring in this element. Okay, so let me click and drag this one to any of the windows. Now I just want to cut some parts. Okay, so let me use my rectangular mark 2 and just select some parts here. Good. Now with my move tool, I can just click it, right click and select cut. All right, now let's close that window. Then inside where we are working, we can just hit Ctrl V to paste it. All right, I'm not sure that this is where we are working. Yeah, this is where we are working actually. So Ctrl V to paste it. Now let's reduce the size and put it somewhere here. Okay, yeah, we can stretch it up a little bit like that, and also make a duplication of it holding Alt or Option. Now we want to flip it, so right click, select transform, then flip horizontal. Then you have something like this. Okay, so let's push it to the corner like that and just stretch it up a little bit. So here we are just going to select the two layers, then we are going to merge them. Okay, so right click and merge selected. Now let's give them a mask, and with our brush painting black, okay, make sure that your foreground color is black. We are just going to hide some parts of it. We are just using it to beautify it a little bit. Yeah, so just some sort of artistic vibe that we are trying to create here. All right, good. So we are good. So we can just reduce the opacity a little bit. Yeah, see that it gives that effect. It's really nice. Now we can add our text. I mean, any wish you want to say, you can just add that right here. So you go ahead, hit T. Now you select your text frame 2. Now click, sorry, let me go back. Yeah, click and drag like that, and right click, then insert filler text. Okay, so sorry, so here you can really type something, but I'm not going to type anything. All right, so let's select everything and reduce the font size. Okay, so I think I'm going to type 2. Okay, and I'm going to make it center aligned. Okay, and change the color to white. All right, good. Sorry, yes, so now we have something like that. Now let's try and do something with, you see that we have this blue box around the text. Maybe something that we don't want. So to get rid of that, we can just come to view, come to show, and uncheck text flow, and that is going to get rid of that, I mean that blue box. Yeah, so here, yeah, things are looking good now. So now let's try and give some outline to our text. Okay, I'm talking about the Christmas text. You know, in Photoshop we call it stroke, but here we call it outline. So we'll select the text like that, come to FX, that is the effect. Now let's let's try and show the work so that we see what we do here. So here we select our outline like that. Okay, now what we want to do is just give it a radius. So now the fill style, we are going to change it to gradient. Okay, yes, then the color is going to be black, and we are just going to pick this color, this red color. Right, now we can increase the radius a little bit, then the angle we can make it like that. Okay, so let's make it 270, and let's see what we are having. Okay, so I think we just have to increase the radius a little bit. So let's go for, let me say 2 and see. Let's see what we are having. Yeah, so this is quite good, but I want to do the reverse. All right, so I want, let's see, let's reverse it and see. Okay, so I think this is okay for me. Yeah, so we can just close it. Good, so things are looking better now. Yeah, so the last thing that we are going to do is to create the date. Okay, so let's zoom in. Okay, and we are just going to put the date right here. All right, so I'll just grab my shape 2. Right, I'm just going to make sure that my foreground color is white like that, and no, let's change things here. So let's go to color, make it white, no stroke is none, like that. Now we can just draw our little box here. Good, now let's try and position it. Okay, good, so here we can change the opacity. Let's make it 50. All right, good, so let's add text. So select the artistic text too. Now let's write 25th. Okay, so 25th December. Okay, so we're just going to make it short like that. Now let's change the font. Select everything and just change the font to, let's use Poppins. Okay, so Poppins is okay. Yeah, let's reduce the size. Let's make it bold. Okay, you can sorry. All right, so let's try to position it inside the box like that and change the color. Okay, so you click and hold the color picker and select any color from the background. So let's put it right here. All right, so yeah, we just have to check the leading, that is the space between the text. We want to make it a bit closer, so select the text. Okay, just select or count here, and we have paragraph leading, so you just have to reduce it. Okay, so 5 is 5 okay? I guess it is. Yeah, so that's it. So this is the design. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and also share it for others to benefit. If you are new, please subscribe. I said we want to hit 2K subscribers before the end of this year, so help me. I know you will do so, and if you want to continue creating, click the video on your screen right now and I'll see you there. Bye.